Let's get right to it because I'm sure you all tuned in. I sure did. I could not wait for Adele to be on SNL. So she brought in big ratings on her Saturday Night Live hosting debut. She even poked fun at her dramatic weight loss in the opening monologue. Take a look.
And I know I look really, really different since you last saw me. But actually, because of all the COVID restrictions and the travel bans, I had to travel light and only bring half of me. And this is the half that I chose.
Although Adele wasn't the musical guest, she snuck in a few of her hits during a skit about The Bachelor, where she played herself. It was actually my favorite. Take a look.
Hi, can I steal him for a sec?
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever. It's a turnout out of the blue, uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it.
I loved it. Adele did receive, though, some backlash over a skit that encouraged white middle-aged women to visit Africa for sex tourism. But she also couldn't get through most of it without cracking up. Watch.
The pounding.
The fanning yourself with a palm between rounds.
I found.
Okay, so Erica, so just a little bit more reference to that last skit. If you guys would have watched it, you would have seen as they were talking, there was beautiful, tall, cut African men holding up white women like they were about to pleasure them. Okay, so that was what people were criticizing. Erica?
Yeah, that's also the premise of Mandingo, and they boiled him in a pot at the end. I don't want to have to talk about Adele without just saying, I love Adele. She got me through the end of 2015 to at least the mid of 2016. That's all I want to say when I want to talk about Adele. Everything was going so perfectly. So perfectly. I had so many great things to say. And then why? Like, I don't understand. After the whole, like, Bantu knot thing and people were going back and forth.
Let's look at the photo of the Bantu knots. There they are.
You know, people were, was it appropriation? Was it appreciation? And there were interesting points on both. I would have thought that it would just, you know, her team would have been like, hey, let's not do that. Like, why? Why would we do that?
Yeah, it made me uncomfortable. It did when I was watching that. It felt very tone deaf.
I don't want to talk about this in Adele. I want to talk about Adele and how she got me through 2016.
Okay. All right, we're going to leave Erica with that. She's going to kind of like exhale and lean back. Jeff, what did you make of Adele hosting?
I thought she did a great job. You know, I think a lot of people were anticipating this. I actually came out as a bigger fan than I already was because I got to see a little bit of her personality. I didn't know she was that funny and that, you know, kind of loosey-goosey. I think when you get that big stage presence, I think it's important in acting and what we do. If you perform in front of tens of thousands of people, that stage at SNL isn't that scary as it usually would be. So I think a lot of her singing experience transferred over to her stage presence on SNL. And I think she did a great job. I thought it was funny from top to bottom. I don't know what to say about the Africa skit. I thought it was funny. If they were in Italy and there was Italian men, I would think it's funny. But again, I'm not African, so I can't really comment on that. But I am Italian, and I just told you my opinion.
I don't, like, Adele she was always like the least problematic person. And now there's like 2 scandals in a matter of weeks. Like, I don't
just
want this.
Just release another album, Adele, please. Release another album. Okay.